afternoon, and welcome to the press conference to announce our event that will be held this Saturday night here at the Cotai Arena. This will be the 8th event that we've held here at the Venetian Macau. We started when people knew very little about boxing here in Hong Kong and also in mainland China. But now, thanks to the great efforts of the Venetian Macau, of Sands China, boxing has become a major sport in this great country of China. And Saturday night's event will be telecast around this vast country of China on CCTV 5, the nationwide television channel that handles sports in China. And we anticipate that we will be reaching in China alone 1,100,000,000 viewers. In addition, of course, the event will be shown in Thailand, where Amnet comes from, in Japan, in the United States on HBO, and in various other parts of the world. So, thanks to everybody's efforts, yours covering the event, and most importantly, the great enthusiasm of the Venetian Macau, Sands China, its CEO, Ed Tracy, as well as the chairman, Sheldon Adelson. We have been able to carry this message of boxing throughout Asia, China, and the rest of the world. I want to thank some of our sponsors who help also make it possible. Tecate, for those who don't know, that's a leading beer company in Mexico, and it's now booming sales in the United States. Tecate Cerveza, Tecate beer, has now become one of the leading brands in North America. I want to thank Anta, the equipment manufacturer, who have come aboard as one of our sponsors. I want to thank Beats by Dr. Dre, that is also co-sponsoring this event. Its representative, Key Hester, is here in the audience. I want to take a bow. Thank you, Key. But most importantly, as I said, none of this could happen without Sands China, the Venetian Macau. And the man that really made this all happen is the esteemed CEO of Sands China, a great boxing fan, a great fan of the sport, and who has enabled us to put this, the 8th event in a short period, on here at the Cotai Arena. Please welcome Ed Tracy.
Welcome everybody, especially to the press. Obviously it would have been very difficult for us starting where we started a little less than 2 years ago to put together a world-class boxing program in a country where boxing was banned up to a certain number of years ago. It's just an extraordinary feat, and that doesn't happen without an extraordinary group of people working. Bob has pointed out a few, and I'd like to point a few more. Our commitment was, if we were going to get involved in the boxing business, we were going to do it in a big way, and we were going to do it with the best people possible, so we could catapult this into what it's become. And it's become one of the most successful new sports programs in China, with capability of billions of people watching the sport, which is unheard of in any other part of the world. We have great advisors in China, our partners Seika, Edmund, and Zhang Li. I want to thank you for all your help. We have an incredible staff of people who work here tirelessly to make these events come off the way I and Bob envisioned them, which is as good or better as any place else in the world in this little place called Macau. Our PR department, in particular, Melina Liang and her group, Scott Messenger, who is also a huge boxing fan and totally devoted to making these events happen, Super Sandy Wong, our ticket lady, who does her best to make sure that these events sell out, deals with all the personal requests, Gene and his staff who pull these things together in our convention department, and then of course our entire arena staff. But the thing that's really made something happen here is us recognizing we wanted to bring the best of the best. CCTV5 has been an incredible partner for us in terms of exposure in China. HBO, there is nobody better on the planet at promoting these kinds of events and getting us, our brand, Macau, known around the world, especially in the United States. It's just been incredible. But the guy who deserves all the credit is Bob and Top Rank. I mean, these guys, can we have a round of applause? Again, what Bob's been able to do here from scratch, and he doesn't do it alone, obviously. He's got the two Freds. He's got the incredible Freddie Roach. I call him 55 today, you'll know why later. He's finally legal, that's the speed limit in the U.S. And then, of course, all the fighters whose stories Bob and I love. And Shay Ming, of course. How many times in your life do you get to coalesce a program like this around a man like that? I can tell you, I've been at it 30 years. I'm the junior. Bob's been at it for 50. But to find a young man who had the tenacity, who already showed his skill in the Olympics, who had the character, a wonderful family, to step into professional ranks and do what he's done. And I have to tell you, to be part of the comeback of Manny Pacquiao is a big thrill for us, and we're all excited about May 2nd. But more importantly, from my perspective, to see the influence of a fighter like Manny Pacquiao on Shay Ming and many other young fighters is incredible, and it wouldn't have happened without Bob and his team. So thank you very much, Bob. Thanks to press for covering this. Without you, we couldn't get the public to come in and support this. It's going to be an amazing fight. I have a sneaking suspicion who's going to win the title, but I'll keep it to myself. But I am taking bets, and I'll be in the back of the room later. So thank you very much for your ongoing support. It's going to be a great night. Thank you.
Now I'd like to, boxing is a sport that requires very heavy regulation, because the fighters are not playing around when they're in the ring. They're going out to inflict harm on their opponent, and so therefore the regulation of the sport is very, very important. And when we got started here, we realized that we had to bring in the best, and the people that have been with us from the beginning is the PBCC as our regulatory body. And please welcome Leon Penicillo. Leon.
Thank you, Bob. First of all, I want to give the opportunity to congratulate Bob, Aram, and Ed Tracy for all the hard work and determination of providing professional fights here in Macau. And we're here to make sure everyone abide by the rules and regulation. And I want to introduce to you the person that will speak for the executive director of the PBC, Mr. Samson. Can you come up here, please?
大家好，我是职业拳击委员会的执行委员，我是于建亨，在此代表主席韩建平，感谢 Top Rank Mr. Bob Aaron、威利斯人 Mr. Tracy。PBC 非常高兴能与世界顶级的推广公司合作，这有助于帮助中国职业拳击的发展，并在如此短的时间内，我们见证了一位职业拳手走向世界拳王的奇迹路程。相信未来会有更多的中国拳手走向世界舞台。谢谢。Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for being here. Thanks Top Rank Mr. Bob Aaron, Phoenicia Macau, Mr. Tracy, and others. PBC is happy to work with the #1 world boxing promotion company, which also helping to develop professional boxing in China. Chinese boxing had become a long way in a short period of time for us to be here witnessing a Chinese professional boxer fighting for a world title. We are sure he will be the first of many. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kenyu. I'm also here to supervise the North American Boxing Organization with the partnership of the World Boxing Organization, WBO, and Top Rank. We have sanctioned the Glenn Tapia versus Daniel Dawson. It should be an exciting fight for the vacant junior middleweight title. I also want to introduce to you our executive director, Mr. Jose Escuedo. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Leon. I want to introduce to you now, representing our co-promoters, Foreman Boys Promotions. Now, Foreman is a very famous name in boxing. George Foreman, the boy's father, is a two-time heavyweight champion of the world. Fought Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, won a second heavyweight title against Michael Moorer. His sons formed Foreman Boys Promotions, and they're represented here today by George Foreman Jr. George.
It's a pleasure to be here. And Bob said it's our 8th time, and it feels like home. It definitely is. Thanks to Mr. Tracy, Bob Arum, and everyone just for having us. But I just want to say very quick, Bob Arum is a legend in this sport, and it's just an honor to work with him. And Tracy is a legend in the casino industry, and it's an honor to work with him. My father is a legend in boxing, and it's an honor. But the biggest honor now is to be a part of Zhao Shiming's rise to being a true legend. So I just want to thank you for letting me be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you, George. Now, the next young man, boy, this is an international event. Fighters come from all over the world, but coming here from the United States is a young man who will be fighting an Australian boy, Dawson, on the card. He comes from the state of New Jersey. Now, look, I don't know where a lot of cities are in China, so you probably don't know where New Jersey is, but everybody knows where New York is. Now you go over a bridge or through a tunnel and you get to New Jersey. And here he is, the Jersey kid, Glenn Tapia.
How you guys doing? I met Bob about 4 years ago when we were in the Philippines when I was over there sparring Pacquiao. I went up to him actually and I told him that I don't want to just be a champion, I want to be one of the best champions. And that goal still here. He saw something in my eye. He saw that I was serious. I went in the ring, I sparred Pacquiao by like 5-7 rounds or something like that. Came back out and he signed me right on the spot, you know. He saw something in me. This is real. Now that I'm with Freddie, we work really hard, man, and kind of hard-headed sometimes, he said, but I work really hard, and you know, I love learning, and I want to be the best, man. I don't want to just be a normal champion. I want to be a legend, you know. I fell in love with boxing because of that, and that's what I want to bring to the table. And I'm just excited, man. I love fighting. Win, lose, or draw, it don't matter. I love fighting. I'm the people's champ. I feel like, man, you know, I'm gonna give you a show, and I'm gonna be a legend. Just remember these words. Thank you.
Thank you, Glenn. And you know, as much as we have fighters from all over the world, we found a young man who comes right from this place, the Macau. And so he had a name that was a little tough to us Anglos to pronounce. So I named him the Macau Kid. And that name is stuck. So please welcome the Macau Kid, K.G. Young.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Bob Albert and Mr. Tracy. I'm so happy right here. So happy they Top Van and Venetian Macau, they created this stage. I'm so happy about it. So I will try my best to do boxing because I love boxing. Thank you.
Now, earlier on, you saw us in the back corner of the room having a ceremony, and that was signing a co-promotional agreement with the Pride of Hong Kong, Rex So. Rex has a very tough fight on Saturday, but if he wins that fight, his next fight will be here in Macau against the WBA 115-pound champion Kono from Japan. And so that's a big step. When we first started doing fights here in Macau, we found that there was this Chinese fighter from Hong Kong who looked pretty good, and we brought him over at the request of China Sands to put him on the card. And he's been on every card since, and now with the great improvement that he's made, he's ready for this qualifying match on Saturday, which hopefully will lead for a world title. So please welcome the Wonder Kid from Hong Kong, Rex So, and his manager, Jay Lau.
Thanks, Bob. 好開心又再返到嚟澳門呢度啦。今日好緊張添啊！我覺得自己係好幸運啦，可以 同到 Top Rank 簽約去 promote 拳擊呢個運動，好希望可以借我自己嘅努力啦，去繼續打好嚟緊星期六嘅比賽，之後去向世界冠軍進發。好希望等全世界都知道，當提起香港嘅時候，唔會淨係諗起李小龍，可以諗起 Rex Cho。Thank you。
I'm very happy to be here today. Rex is very happy to be here today. He's worked very hard to get here, and he's very much looking forward to working with Top Rank to continue to build boxing in Hong Kong and Greater China.
Rex 當佢打第一場職業比賽嗰時，2011年，佢落咗台之後咧，我就同佢講，我話我哋快啲努力啲，希望佢去到亞洲嘅水平。咁原來諗一下咧，佢過2年之後去到今日咧，咁阿 Rex 咧已經可以有機會挑戰世界冠軍。咁但係我又諗翻，如果唔係因為有威尼斯人啦，Mr. Edward Tracy 將拳擊帶嚟亞洲，如果亦都冇 Top Rank Mr. Bob Arum 去搞啲咁精彩嘅比賽嘅話咧，我哋可能都未有機會。咁所以喺呢度咧，真係好多謝兩位。Thank you。多謝。
One of the fortunate events for us that helped make this all possible, and to some extent they're under the radar, was the fact that when we launched this program, we teamed up with the Seika company from China, and they became our partners in developing boxing in China. And with their help, we have put on events not only here in Macau, but also in mainland China. Last year, we had 2 events in the great city of Shanghai, and this year in April, we will have an event in Beijing, the capital, which will be televised on Chinese national television. Seika has been a great partner with them. We're committed to developing boxing talent in China. They've opened up a gym in Shanghai. They've signed a lot of prominent young Chinese fighters. So we hope that over the years, we'll be presenting many top fighters from China. And one of those fighters is a young man who they brought to us early on. He is a tremendous puncher. He's undefeated. He's fighting also in a qualifying match that hopefully will lead to a world title fight later this year. He's here with his trainer, Freddie Roach, and with our partner, Shang Li of Seika, who is essential because he's the only one that can speak, of us, that can speak Mandarin. Please welcome Ik Yang.
Thank you, Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. 今天是中国的传统佳节元宵节，在此向大家说一声节日快乐。谢谢你们来到这里。很高兴，我大概6个月以后再次回到澳门明尼斯人来比赛。 You know, my very like Venetian hotel. My very like here fight. So 6 months, my back, my like it. I think Saturday night, very good fight, very good show. No speak very good English. This is China style English. Sorry. 我6月以后我又回到这里来比赛，我非常喜欢这里。澳门威尼斯人是一个非常好的一个酒店，也是我们的幸运之地，我非常喜欢这里。星期六晚上，希望给大家奉献一场惊险的精彩的表演，一场非常好的秀给大家伙儿，期待大伙儿。所以说，再次在这里感谢大家，感谢所有媒体人，感谢所有来的人，感谢 Top Rank 阿鲁姆，感谢维持人的吹喜，感谢整个 Top Rank 所有工作的人，感谢所有关注比赛的人。You know my 现学现卖啊。Sorry. Thank you the Bob Arum. Thank you the Top Rank the everybody people. Thank you the news everybody people. Thank you the Tracy. Thank you the everybody lucky boxing people. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Trust me, one more year with Freddie and our group, and he'll be trash talking with the best of them. And now I'd like to bring him up separately because he trains Glenn, Tapia, Ik Yang, and of course Zhao Shiming. But I'd like to give him a moment by himself because this young man is today reached his 55th birthday. In New York in April, he will be awarded his 7th honor as Trainer of the Year. He's one of the great legendary trainers in boxing. Please welcome Freddie Roach. Freddie?
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, 55. It's been great. The fights here in China is a great market. I'm really excited about the fights coming up. I got 3 kids in the show, and they're all ready to go. I expect them all to do well, and thank you for listening to me. Thank you for following my instructions because, you know, sometimes Glenn doesn't listen too well, but he's a little hard to come a long way, and he's doing great. He's won his world title and his 7th pro fight, and I'm very excited about the fight on Saturday night, and we'll see you all there. Have a great show. Thank you very much.
One of the fortunate things that happened to us before we even did an event here is when we got a call from Shang Li and his partner Edmund Chu to ask us if we'd be interested in promoting a young man who was a flyweight who won 2 Olympic gold medals. We checked with the people here at the Venetian Macau, and they told us absolutely bring him on, and the rest is history. So of the 8 events we've had here in Macau, he's performed in 7 of them. He's here with his manager, advisor, Shang Li. He's the pride of boxing in China. You know, it's tough to be an Olympian. It's even tougher to win a medal. To win 2 medals in 2 different Olympiads, one here in Beijing and one across the world in London, is a tremendous feat. There is only one current fighter who did that, and that's Vasyl Lomachenko, who appeared here on Manny Pacquiao's card last November. So everybody in China feels a great pride for this young man and his accomplishments. So please welcome a fighter getting ready to fight for his professional world title, his first one. Please welcome Zhao Shaming.
大家下午好 ，Good afternoon。首先，我想感谢 Top Rank and 威尼斯人 Tracy， 见证了我从职业路上的第一步到今天。
Good afternoon. First, I'd like to start by thanking Mr. Aaron from Top Rank and Mr. Tracy from Venetian for being with me since my first fight to today, my journey of turning pro.
这一次是一次重要的比赛，我想告诉他们，无论他们身在世界任何一个角落，我都感谢这一路他们的见证和陪伴。
This is a very, very important fight for me. I just want to let these 2 legends know that doesn't matter where I will end up, anywhere we will end up anywhere in the world, I will always remember and appreciate what you have done for my career.
这个3月7号将是我见证我自己刷新自己历史的一刻。当然，我也感谢我的对手。我们一起从奥运会走到今天，就是为了去实现我们的梦想，去征服对手，去挑战自己。
On March 7th, this coming Saturday will be a historical moment for me. And I also like to thank my opponent because we came through the same background through the Amateur Olympic. We all fought through the amateur system and also now chasing our own dream of proving ourselves as pro boxers.
为了这次战斗，我和我的团队还有教练付出了很多的心血。然后在今天也是 Friday， 特别感谢他，在他生日之际，我想对他说感谢你在曼尼帕克要这么需要你的时候，你能够到中国来，在这场比赛为我加油，为我的这场胜利而专程赶过来。
I've worked really hard together with my trainer and with my team, and I want to have a special thanks to my appreciation to Freddie for coming here and especially during the starting of such an important camp with Manny Pacquiao, to lend yourself to be here to support, to work in his corner. We really appreciate.
我知道你想要的生日礼物是什么，所以3月7号和5月2号那一天，你将得到你想要的。
I know the perfect birthday gift for you, so I'm going to get it for you on March 7th.
Happy birthday! Yeah. 感谢所有在场的媒体朋友和所有我的团队，感谢安踏一直陪伴我的成长，感谢彼此一直见证我的每一场的胜利，感谢我的赞助商，在此也感谢威尼斯人，感谢 Top Rank， 感谢我的家庭，感谢我的爱人，还有我的孩子，谢谢你们的一直陪伴。我相信有你们的力量，我会越来越强。这一场比赛，我会以最好的成绩来 感谢你们对我的付出，谢谢。
I want to thank my team, the Venetian Top Rank, and everybody, all the media friends, and I also want to thank my family, my sponsors. With your support, I think I'm going to be strong, and I'm going to give you a great performance this weekend.
Thank you.
The champion comes from the country of Thailand. Thailand is a beautiful country with beautiful people. And whether you visit Bangkok or Chiang Mai or Phuket or any place in Thailand, you get a warm, warm welcome because the people are just so wonderful. They really are. And the only caveat I have is how do they pronounce each other's names? I have never seen people with such long tongue twister kind of names, but they do it. The champion is a tremendous fighter. He recently went to Japan to defend his title, and against all odds, beat the Japanese fighter. He is the current IBF world champion. Is here with his promoter, Jimmy. Pardon me, Jimmy, I can't pronounce the last name. I can fool of myself. But he's a terrific fighter, and he's coming here, make no mistake about it, to win, even though he will disappoint many of you, because he is not just coming here to participate, he's coming here to win. Please welcome a great champion, Amnat Runran.
สวัสดีครับผมก่อนอื่นต้องขอบคุณบ๊อบอลันก่อนนะครับ
Yes, hello everybody. I would like to thank you, Mr. Bob Balam.
แล้วก็สื่อมวลชนทุกท่านนะครับที่อยู่ที่นี่ครับ
I would like to thank you, Venetian and everybody here.
ครับผมรู้สึกดีใจมากที่ได้มาต่อยรายการของบ๊อบอลันนะครับก็เป็นเกียรติอย่างยิ่งกับวงตระกูลผมด้วยแล้วก็ทีมงานของเกียรติกิรินด้วยครับผม
I'm very happy that I have the opportunity to fight with the great guy like Mr. Bob Balam. That is great for myself and great for my camp.
ครับแล้วก็วันที่7คิดว่าสนุกแน่นอนครับเพราะบ๊อบอลันจัดมีแต่มวยสนุกครับผม
On March 7, I think that it's great fight because when Mr. Bob Balam do the fight, it's very very exciting fight.
ครับขอบคุณครับผม
Thank you very much.
Before we bring the press conference to a close, I'm going to make a couple of announcements. There are still a small, and I really mean small, number of tickets available for the fight. They can be purchased at the box office here at the Venetian Macau. The weigh-in will take place in the Bellini Lounge at 3 p.m. I want to thank our beautiful top-rank knockouts who now come not only from the United States but from China, right? So China knockouts, right? They're all welcome. All welcome. And now we're going to have a special presentation. Boxers are going to go down and pose, but before they do, but they're not allowed to participate, we're going to bring out a birthday cake for the birthday boy, Freddie Rose.
Cameras down. All right, let's start.
Thank you.